What's happening in Los Angeles right now is unimaginable. My heart is with all of my friends and family and communities in and around LA that are being affected by these fires. I mean, so many people's entire livelihoods, their homes, their businesses are gone. That city will never look the same and may very well never be the same. Right now, it's still happening. There are firefighters and frontline workers risking their lives to stop this. So instead of creating content I keep seeing out there about blaming, about speculating, I think we should be supporting each other, lifting each other up. And if you can help, you're in and around LA, please do. Help your neighbors. I want to know why it happened, why it got so bad, just like the rest of everyone else. But right now, I just don't think that's important. My heart is with Los Angeles. So much love for that city. I spent 15 years of my life living there, building my career, making some of my best friends in the world. And it's just simply hard to imagine that it will never be the same again. And right now, I want to do everything that I can to help. And I think part of that is keeping this conversation focused on just that. How can we help today and right now? And let's figure out why and how and who another time. So much love for all y'all.
So last night we got evacuated and we've come down to Newport Beach to escape the flames, and the smoke inhalation is just so bad. I consider ourselves so lucky that we were able to get out and that we could find somewhere to go. But there are so many people that just don't have anywhere to go and don't know what to do. I've never in my life seen anything like what we are going through in LA right now, ever. You can't even dream something as terrible as this. It's insane. I'm just praying for everybody who has lost their home and everybody who has been affected by these wildfires, and sending so much love. It's just awful.
I evacuated and then I came back to my house because I'm not in an evacuation zone, and it's okay for right now. And so I brought all my animals back, and the air quality is bad, but it's pretty much bad everywhere in Los Angeles. It's kind of the same. But yeah, like, it's so amazing, the incredible generosity of people in the city. You know, everybody's like so there to help you. And, you know, sometimes LA gets a bad rap for being shallow and like shitty. And there is that sometimes, but then, you know, stuff like this, like, it's so amazing how you see the incredible beauty of people's heart and like how they just take care of you. We're just here to take care of each other. I just love LA. This is so hard. So I may still evacuate again. I have everything packed and ready to go, and everything is pointed outward. Lucia is like giving me alerts. Thank you. I thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, everybody stay strong. I'm grateful.
Hey, just a quick video to say that I'm overwhelmed. I'm not even there, but I'm overwhelmed by what's happening in LA. I had a home there, different homes, rentals, living when I was married to my ex-wife and had my daughter Ireland. You know, the relationship with Los Angeles was a serious relationship. I was there for, I had a home in Los Angeles for 30 years, from 1983, when I first went out there to get involved in the business out there, until 2013. So literally 30 years I had a home in Venice, in Westwood, south of Wilshire, in Santa Monica, in the Valley for many years, in Studio City, and in Woodland Hills, and Santa Monica. I had a home, Beechwood Canyon. I had homes I rented or lived in for quite a bit of time. Over those 30 years, I lived, you know, almost everywhere, and except downtown or Silver Lake or Los Feliz and that kind of thing on the east side. And I've got many friends there. I still have more friends there than I have here in New York. And it's just not to be believed. You know, it's not to be believed. The Palisades was a place that I went to for a social commitment every Thursday night for many years, for maybe 10 years of my life. I drove to the Palisades. I was on the west side in the 310, and I moved to 818, and that cut into my time to go to these meetings I would go to on the west side. I used to drive over Malibu Canyon to go to a meeting I was attending, a social organization. I did that for years, drove over Malibu Canyon, Encinal Canyon, Topanga Canyon, you name it, and go to these meetings there for years and years and years. And Malibu, Palisades, I've got so many friends there, and it is absolutely surreal to me to see this film of this thing, what's going on there. It's just, I don't know what to say. I got friends who have been there for years. My thoughts are with them, who lost their homes burned to the ground with everything in it. And what a world. What a world. My heart goes out to everybody in Southern California that's been affected by this. And stay safe, okay? God bless.
Hey there, I'm still without power, so just trying to make this short but sweet. My immediate, I appreciate people reaching out. My immediate family and pets were okay. It was a very hard night. Obviously the city is devastated and so many people have been evacuated and lost their homes. It's obviously devastating. I don't need to overstate that, but please, I'm going to include some links below if you can help the efforts. We're all one global community, and any support for our community is helpful. Thank you to all of the firefighters and the first responders who are helping people. Still a lot of tragedy unfolding, but thank you for everybody who's reached out, and everybody stay safe.
Hey everybody, hey, I just wanted to shoot this little video. So far we're okay. I'm starting to smell the smoke, but I've got my kids here, and we're probably gonna take off because there's a level 1 warning, and obviously repeating this process for me is something that I don't want to do. So I'm probably going to take off, but I appreciate everyone reaching out and checking in. So many of my friends and community is destroyed. The firefighters and first responders are working their ass off against the force of Mother Nature and the winds. My heart is ripped out of my chest, and I'm grieving my past experiences and grieving this new experiences for friends of mine who I talked to last night who just lost their house. And it's just, you know, life sometimes is just intense beyond anything that we can comprehend, and we just have to come together. The thing that I'm aware of when I went through the first fire and even this is the power of connection and community. All friends, all people that I love, all people that are connected and want to be connected and want to know what's going on. The human fabric and the human family is one of the most and powerful forces of its own nature. So that's what I'm aware of, again, having lost this property one time, and hopefully it won't happen again. But I'm just aware of how powerful love is, how powerful care is for one another. And I'm sad, extremely sad for people who have lost everything right now. And I do know what that feels like. and I don't wish that on any soul. So anyway, thanks for reaching out. I appreciate it, and I love you.
Hey everybody. It's Joe Mack here. I'm just checking in. Part of me that doesn't quite know what to say, but I am currently, I'm about a 45-minute drive outside of Los Angeles. So I'm away from all stuff in the air. The air is fresh and clean, and I can breathe normally. The only problem my family and I have right now is just the air quality. It's kind of raining. You know, I shouldn't say raining. It's ashes falling from the sky, and the air right outside our door feels like you're right next to like a bonfire at a campsite. That's what it smells like. It's like really intense and not good. But that's our biggest and only problem, thankfully. Last night when that Hollywood fire burst into flames like 2 miles from our house, you know, we got some stuff together, you know. Mama Bear said, get this, this, and this, and I was going to listen to Mama Bear, and it's easy to think, oh no, that's dramatic, but as you can see, these things move so fast, and thankfully that fire is out. I drove by it today for the first time, and Runyon Canyon, it's probably the most central, popular hiking site in Hollywood and around, you know, LA, and there's a lot of them, thankfully, but that one is the one that I've done the most, and it's okay for today, you know. And then what it's really all about is the devastation and the stories that you're hearing about, you know, Altadena and by Pasadena, and of course the Palisades, and I'm sure you've heard about it, but you know, I mean, it's what that place was. It was like this, I shouldn't say was, I mean, I know everybody's going to want to rebuild. It's like Seattle in a bubble or something. It's all these evergreen trees. It's very northwest. It's not LA, you know, topically or topographically, if you will. Anyways, I just want to say I love this city. I love LA. It's home, you know. It's home for me, which is still weird to say for a Boston guy, you know. But I've been here basically for the last 20-something years, and I've lived here. I've grown up here. I continue to grow here. I'm challenged here. It's a wonderful, wonderful place, Los Angeles. You know, every city has its issues, and I accept LA's issues, and I'll take them. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful place, and for so many reasons. So it's a tough, strange, weird day today, and my family and I have a lot to be grateful for. And I just wanted to check in because it is important to me, and you guys are important to me in the same way I would want to hear from people I care about. So I thought I'd share just for a little bit, and I wanted to go online. I wanted to go live because when I really want to speak from the heart, I hit live. I don't want to edit it or anything. And so here it is. And I love you guys, and I wish everybody that's been affected by this, what can you say? I mean, you're just struck by empathy. And of course you realize, you know, out of sight, out of mind, it's just human nature. And you don't mean to be, you know, to go on with your lives. But, you know, there's devastation and disasters that happen all around the world all the time. And, you know, when they're not really affected, you're not really affected by them, you know, up close and personal, you go on with your life, you know. But certainly when something like this happens this close, and again, we are so good, you know, empathy, you're taught empathy, and in a very real way. So sending love to all those who are affected, and you know, yeah, send vibes, and hopefully just the fires will stop and we can go from there. I'm sure everybody's just praying for that it won't get any worse. So that's it. I love you guys. Just wanted to check in. And yeah, as you can see, blue skies. The air is gorgeous and wonderful, but we're 45 minutes away from LA right now. But I'm going back home, just dropping my daughter off and at gymnastics, and back closer to Los Angeles and Hollywood. So anyways, love you guys. That's all I got. I really wanted to share, and it's important to me. So thanks for checking in, and we're okay, and let's keep praying and sending energy and love to those that are really, really devastated by this catastrophe, really. All right. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.
So, update. We're okay. We didn't have to evacuate. Me and Joshua and friends are okay. But a lot of friends of ours have lost their houses. My cousin lost her house. It's pretty devastating here. But we're alive. People are definitely alive. So last night was a bit much, though. The winds are, up to 85 miles an hour. Transformer blew up in front of my house. And called 911 because the trees are sparking, and the line was busy. Kept calling 911. The lines were busy, and then we all called DWP, and the man took the address. He said, "We have noted your address, but we have 80,000 people without power." He said, "Be safe and good luck." So we were pretty much on our own. And we packed our bags, packed some fire extinguishers, packed some water, some clothes, had some weapons, because you just don't know what's going to happen out here. Of course, kids are very upset and we're crying and nervous.
Hey guys, I'm out here at Pasadena Humane, and this is the area that they've been boarding dogs for people that are being affected by the fires and because they can't take their animals to the actual evacuation zones. So a lot of these dogs here have homes. They also have a whole section in there for injured animals that are coming in. So I'm just kind of getting an idea now of what they need. They have said they have a lot of supplies that came in, but what they need is money because they're having to treat a lot of these animals. So I've got a donation link here, and yeah, I'm going to keep going around. I think after this we're going to help unload supplies. But yeah, it's pretty wild out here. So they have completely cleared out the facility. All of the cats here are cats that are from people who got displaced or losing their homes, evacuated. So these are all baby people's pets right now. Yes, I hear you.
I'm from Meadville, Pennsylvania, and a famous quote by Margaret Mead says, "Never forget that a group of thoughtful, committed citizens can make a difference." We're at the Coop at 7282 Beverly Boulevard, collecting gently used clothing for kids, men, women, children, people that have been displaced and affected by the fire. We have beautiful cashmere sweaters, jeans, new socks, shoes, clothes, blankets. I'm going to take you inside. 7282 Beverly Boulevard. You can come and shop. You can also donate. Here, okay.
Should I just put girls and boys together? I don't think they. Once it, yeah.
By the way, this started 3 hours ago. This is what I'm saying.
Hi everybody, I just wanted to give you an update. I can't get back into my house. Everything is shut down. I evacuated Tuesday night anyway. I've been able to go back and forth, but now I can't get back in. There's a small little fire that's up there closest to my house. It's smoky. The air quality is bad. I just have my music in the car. I have maybe 2 sweatsuits and that's it. So I just wanted to tell you to pray for the people here that are going through. I'm grateful that I at least have, I'm good. I think my house is still good right now. I'm going to my parents' house. And so just pray for the people here in Los Angeles. We'll keep you posted. But I'm safe. I just don't know about my house. And that's okay. It's not important. What's important is keeping lives, helping people, helping each other, coming together as a community. All right. God bless you. Bye-bye.
All right, Casa Lopez update. Fires are still close by, but house is still standing. The yard's just demolished, and huge trees and oak trees are gone. And not too much damage to the house itself, but now I got to worry about the power lines. Like, look at this tree right here behind me. It's on these power lines. We already don't have power, but it is concerning because it could start another fire. And the looters and the arsonists, I mean, it's the lowest of the low right there. Just, we got to worry about these criminals. That's just straight evil, especially during these times. But man, again, all the first responders and firefighters and everyone helping, God bless you guys. You're awesome. And stay strong, LA. We'll get through this. Prayers up.
Okay, so it's time to get serious about BStrong. I personally have not seen a crisis or natural disaster quite like this one, where it is so far overshooting the mark. A hurricane comes, it decimates, it can do a lot of damage, it's done, we can get started. This has been an unstoppable, immeasurable force, which is frightening. Okay, we have done relief in Ukraine, at Hawaii, Paradise, North Carolina, Harvey, Maria, all over, okay? This is hitting different, not because I lived in the Palisades, not because I know people that live there, but because it is decimating an entire city. And I've never seen anything like that, and it's definitely the most impactful natural disaster that California has ever seen, and I believe it will be record-breaking, including Hawaii and Paradise. So here's the deal. I will probably raise $1 million by Monday, and sometimes I get into an effort, and that's kind of my goal, and I'm not putting my whole entire body into it because we're weighing the damage, we're weighing other disasters. Truth be told, we're weighing my physical and mental health because I get in and I can't get out. I slept 4 hours last night. I've slept a couple of hours. I had to get IVs the other day. It's not for the faint of heart because it's emergency, and you're kind of doing a build-up, start-up, pop-up. You know, you're building a rocket while flying it. So I'm getting waist deep, neck deep. What am I put on this earth for? What are we all here for? We are helpless. I'm up anyway. I'm doom scrolling. So let's go. We have a warehouse. You've seen me. You've heard me. You know it. We have a massive warehouse, but we also have a warehouse in Chico, California, and we will have one in Los Angeles. We now, after all of these years of building this brick by brick and implementing everything that I wanted to implement, Jem, my partners, have implemented and executed everything that I mandated. Now we are a model. We are a global model for aid and relief. What does that mean? It means that I can build a Costco in any city, anywhere, and have it filled with aid immediately. We have people ask me, can I bring clothes? Can I bring, people want to get together clothes. Not helpful. Actually distracting and bogs us down. We get $10 million from Avon. We get away toiletry kits. We get dog food. We get hydration, tents, mattresses, clothes, kids' toys, pets, all of it. That's the warehouse model. So we will have a pop-up warehouse that will look like it's been there for 20 years in California, and we will have trucks that are donated. that are going in and out like they did North Carolina, 100 big, giant, massive semi trucks going into Asheville, North Carolina. Okay, put that to the side. Your money's not going there. Just know that that's the infrastructure that we've built with the trust. First thing was Harvey that I did. I could not get flip-flops from Javianis, and I couldn't get mattresses from Casper. I was calling, begging. What was I, some dumb from TV? No one knew me. I hadn't proven myself. And step by step, each time, more and more, where it's its own animal. Those warehouses are constantly being refilled. I don't have to ever call anybody. And here's the craziest thing: billionaires that you've heard of started coming and giving us grants and didn't even want anyone to know about it. That major Hollywood actors and actresses and celebrities, that people started coming and giving us money. And your word of mouth, your money. Okay, we're not doing rubber chicken dinners. We're not having Beyonce perform. We're not doing silent auctions. There's no Shivari chairs. Money to the people in the way of cash cards. Okay, we will be distributing cash cards to people, to businesses. We determine the amount. We start smaller. As we keep raising, we go bigger. And it depends on how much we raise and the situation. I raised $17 million in a matter of days for Ukraine. It was a refugee humanitarian crisis. This will also be a refugee humanitarian crisis. People will be homeless. People who work for rich people who work at restaurants, people who are poor that lost their homes, people that have absolutely nothing, people that still have to pay the mortgages on the properties that are burnt to the ground. It is an absolute shit show. And $1 million is adorable, but it ain't gonna fucking cut it. So tell your people, your rich people, your celebrities, whatever you gotta do, badger them. We need money now because we can do pretty much anything you want us to do, but this thing's not gonna be easy. We will have to have a relocation process like we did in Ukraine, and we relocated thousands of people. So that's what the deal is. It's a multi-tiered model that includes a warehouse filled with aid, that includes cash cards that will be distributed, that will include crisis kits. I didn't mention that we will set up a place in California. We will decide where, and there'll probably be several locations over the course of time. My team is there right now doing advance work. So we will have a caravan where cars can come through and get a crisis kit and a cash card. So a lot of things are going on and we're fucking on it. And why do I know how to do all this? I'm a business person. I also used to do multi-million-dollar events for Merv Griffin Productions, like the Emmys, the Grammys, the rock premiere on Alcatraz, logistical nightmare events that were millions of dollars to execute back then. So I have the brain for this. I'm good for it. It's not that good for me. I will have to manage my health, but this is a fucking crisis and we need money. So $1 million is not going to cut it. That's the whole deal. Tell whoever you know. Love you guys. I forgot to say, where can you donate? Bethany.com/BStrong. I have my own opinion. We're not in the business right now of whose fault it is. Now we're in the business of preserving life and giving people what they need. So don't come in here. I don't give a shit whose fault it is because we all have our opinions. I don't care. I care about money to the people.